Namaste Dev Sapiens. In this tutorial, we're going to continue our space shooter series, and in this tutorial, we're going to create our score and background. So we're going to create a score manager for our game. Currently, we don't have any score manager, so the player cannot have any score. We can't check our progress. So in this tutorial, we're going to create a score manager, and then we're going to create a background for our game, the stars and the black background, and we're going to move it simultaneously. So yes, where do we start? We're going to create a score manager first. So in this script, we're going to create a new script and we'll say it score manager. Let's open this script and let's see what we can do. So firstly, we're going to create a serializable field, and this will be our private text score text. Just doing whatever is on my mind, so never mind. Unity engine .ui. So this is the first variable, and the next variable, that is the most important, will be our private int current score. Let's set it to 0, and now let's see what we can do next. Is yes, we have current score. So first we're going to create a method and we'll call it public void increase score, and in this increase score method we're going to say increase the score. Public void, we can't decrease our score. Okay, so we are also going to create a local high score. Okay, so for that we are going to create a private string that will be our high score key. Okay, and we'll set it to high score. Okay, now the next thing as this is the current score, increase the score. So we'll say int amount, and if amount is greater than 0, we'll say current score plus equals amount. So this is our increase score method. And okay, so we are also going to create a text that will be our high score text that will show our high score at the end of this game. We haven't created the end screen yet, we will do it. So these are things, and yes, you have to get this score. So for that we're going to create a access modifier and we'll say a score that will return, and the get that will return our current score. So that's it, and we're increasing the score. Okay, in the start or update, I guess we don't have yes, we have the use of update, don't have the use of start. I guess we have the use of update, and we'll say if score text is not equal to null, we'll say score text dot text is our current score dot to string. Okay, and if high score text is not equal to null, we are going to say the same, high score text dot text is our player prefs dot get int, and we will say high score key dot to string. So you see, we are using player prefs here because we have to store the data even after the player quits the application. So for that purpose we are going to create a public void, and we'll say check if and we'll create a method called set high score. Okay, set high score, and we'll say if current score is less than player prefs dot get int, we don't have to get it, we'll create int hs and we'll say player prefs dot getInt high score key. If our current score is less than HS, then we're going to return from this method, okay, or maybe equal to, because we don't have to set high score then. So if it isn't the case, we'll say that our player prefs dot set int, and we'll say high score key, and we'll plug in the value of our current score. So if our current score is greater than our high score, we are going to set it in the player prefs key, and that will be stored into our new high score. Okay, so this is our score manager, and now let's get this thing working. We're going to create a empty game object. We'll call it score manager, reset it. We're going to add a script that will be score manager, score text, high score text. So let's create them quickly. We're going to create a UI, and we'll text, and we'll say score, and we'll say 30 at this. Yes, okay, let's see, this is it. We have to change it to, and change the anchor, and we'll say it score. Let's duplicate it, and we'll call it score text. Let's paste it, not paste it, move it actually, and we'll say 0, current score 0, maybe at the center, maybe here. Yes, this looks good. Okay, so make them move a little forward. I guess that's okay. We're going to set this anchor. Okay. That's fine, nicely done. So I guess it looks good now. This is our score text. Now in the score manager, we're going to set this score text. Now the high score text, we're going to actually use it when we are replaying the game, and when we are dead. Okay, so when we are at the replay game scene, then we will show the high score, but just to test things out, we are going to say it also here, high score. Okay, and we'll set the text to 20. Oh, high score. And if we set it to 30, what will happen? Yes, 25. 20 is good. Okay, and this is our high score text. So let's paste it here. Not paste it, reference it. Okay, so these are two things. Now what we have to do is we have to increase our score. We're not calling this method. Okay, so here at this enemy, we will say private int score to increase, and we'll say 10. Okay, let's serialize this field. So score to be increased when this enemy is killed. Okay, so this is the thing here, guys, and I guess we can create an instance of our score manager, and we'll say public static score manager instance, I capital, looks classy, instance, and in the update we can say that in the update instance is equal to this but it would be good if we set that in the awake method, because you know, if we used our instance in the start method in any of the class, then it will give us an error. So yes, this is our enemy and this is our health manager, and we said that if get component enemy, so we'll say score manager dot increase dot instance dot increase score, and the amount is going to be get component enemy dot score to increase. Okay, so it is going to be right now. We are going to create a modifier for that, access modifier. This is our enemy. Yes, this is our, we'll say not here, we're going to do it here, public int score to increase, and we'll say get return score to increase. So where were we? In the health manager. So now you can see we are increasing the score. So that's it for the score manager. Let's test it. Let me kill somebody. So you can see our score is 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, and for the enemy boss we're going to say something different. We're going to say the score will be 100, something like that. Okay, so this is the half part of the video, guys. Now we're going to create a background. So I'm going to paint.net. Photoshop is costly, piracy not allowed. So now let's create an image. Let me check the size. It's 800 by 600. I guess that should work, or maybe not. Let's set it to 720. Okay, now we're going to black the whole background. So this is our paint bucket tool. Now we're going to create a new layer. We're going to create dots. Okay, so I guess paint brush should be good for it. Let's switch to the white color. Yes, some bigger dots, some smaller dots. A dot 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 dot. Oh, not that one. Dot 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 dot. So this is our beautiful sky, beautiful sky, beautiful sky, a beautiful sky and beautiful sky and dot 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 dot. Some of the dots should be big. Okay, that's how the sky goes. Some stars are near, some are far away. Dot 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 dot. It looks cool. Dot 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 dot. Some are more closer than we ever thought. Dot 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 dot. But make sure that you don't create any of these dots at the border. Okay, because I will show you why. 8, I guess. 8, now 8 seems not nicer. Some of the 8. Let's get back to 4. Okay, this looks cool, man. Cool. I like playing. Yeah, nice game. Nice game. This is a nice game. Okay, now I guess we have created our sky. So let's save it as. Oh, this is my secret folder. You shouldn't see it. So we'll say background. And let's say it here. And we'll say assets. We'll create a background. Let's flatten that image. Close this and let's see our textures. Let's import a new asset, and this is our background. Sprite and UI, good, looks good. So now we're going to create a quad real quick, 3D object. We're going to create a quad. Let's increase the size. Okay, and now to the quad we're going to assign a new material, and we're going to create a BG mat. So this is our background material. This background goes here, that's our main texture, and this BG mat goes here. Oh, oh, that looks, I don't know how that looks. That looks kind of dull. Let's change this mat to something else, but we need that offset thing because we need to move that offset. This is the quad, this is the BG mat, this is our offset, we need to move that. So for that I guess we have to make our texture repeat, and let's see what happens now. So you can see we are repeating. Okay, I guess we had to create some stars. What do you think? Where's our light? We don't have any directional light. Oh, because you're creating a 2D game. So let's put on a light and you will see some differences. So you can see our game is kind of clear right now. So add here, and let's change the color. So what do you want the color to be? Make it something like this. I guess this sky looks nice. Yes, looks nice. Yeah, made something good. So now this is our BG mat. So now we have to going to do a little code, little code. So we're going to say misc, and we will say C# script BG mover. Okay, now we're going to attach it here. Sorry. So now here we're going to create a private float. We'll say the scroll speed. So this is our parallax scrolling. We are going to say maybe 0.3. Okay, and we are going to serialize this field. We are creating serializable field and private just because of the just because you apply encapsulation, so people won't hack your data. And we'll say background. Okay, and now we are going to do some coding. This is our private float, scroll speed, and now what we have to change is, let me tell you guys, let's get back to our BG mat. So you see there's an offset in this material, and when we increase its value you can see our background is scrolling. Okay, so we have to just increase this thing, and for that purpose, and when we stop the game we have to get this thing back to 0. So we are going to say private vector to start offset. Okay, and we'll say start offset is get component mesh renderer, that's in the mesh renderer dot shared material dot get texture offset, and the name ID is underscore main text. So this is the ID for our main texture. Let me recheck it. Underscore main text unity. I guess we are right. Okay, we are right. So this is our main texture. this thing here is our main texture. So now this is, we are catching it in the start offset, and when we are disabling the game object, or maybe we are closing the application on disable, we'll say get component mesh renderer dot shared material dot set texture offset. Maybe we don't have to do this, I'm just actually following a tutorial right now, but if we set that material dot get texture offset, we don't have to do this thing. Okay, main text, we don't have to catch it, it will not revert the changes, it will create a new copy of that material, it will work on the instance. So that's right, we have to remove this start method and this thing also. Yes, we don't need to follow the tutorial completely, I'm doing it my way now. So now let's scroll, we're going to say scroll amount, and this will be going to our time dot time. So scroll increase by the time we spend, so scroll speed into time dot time. And now we are going to create a vector 2, that will be our offset, and we'll say new vector 2, and this is going to be our scroll 0 in the x-axis and scroll amount in the y-axis. So we are going to create a new vector 2 every frame, so let's cut it real quick and create it earlier. Okay, now we're only going to say some things. Oh, that's a pro gamer move. Let me show you. This offset dot x is 0, offset dot y is 0. You never saw it coming, trust me. And after that we are going to set the changes back. We're going to say get component mesh renderer. Okay, and we're going to enroll it into an if. No, we're going to only say this if get component mesh renderer return, and we're going to do if we don't have a mesh renderer. So get component mesh renderer dot material dot set texture offset, and we'll say name is underscore main text, and we're going to say our offset. Okay, now let's build it, and this is our scroll speed, so let's see it in action. Yeah, you can see our background scrolls, but you can see there's a huge gap here, so we have to fill some more stars. So let's show it in Explorer. Let's open it with our paint.net and create some more stars. Okay, no gaps, not so close, something like here. Yes. At 4. This thing is pretty fun actually. I made so many dots I didn't notice. Pretty fun. Now let's save it, close it, and let us play again. So you can see it looks kind of good now. So that's all for this tutorial guys, and hope you enjoyed it. And if you enjoyed it, please hit the like button, yes, and subscribe to my channel also. And yes, more good stuff coming soon. Bye bye, see you later. Peace.